welcome to another episode of Name That Classical Tune, in which I give you silly lyrics to classical music themes to help you remember them. And in this particular one, I will be doing composers from the classical music period, and that will include the Mozart Horn Concerto number 1, the Schubert Trout Quintet, and Brahms Symphony number 1. And I hope you enjoy them. Mozart, French Horn Concerto number 1. The horn whose nationality is French is tough to play but worth the lip wrench, 'cause the glorious sound that always fills the air shows that Mozart was really quite a mensch. Schubert Trout Quintet. Franz Schubert must have enjoyed going trout fishing, took his mind off all the times that he spent wishing that all those people without acumen wouldn't confuse him with Robert Schumann. Brahms Symphony number 1. This is not the first theme, but it is the most famous and the most commonly repeated within the piece. Not bad for a first try, Brahms dulcet his agent Ray. But here is the catch, in Peoria will it play? So, to tell you a little bit about these pieces, I'll start with the Mozart Horn Concerto number 1. It's definitely the most famous of the 4 concertos he wrote for horn. He didn't finish this one, so it actually wasn't performed until after his death, when one of his proteges, a man named Franz Süssmayr, finished it for him. I'm not sure which part of it was written by Süssmayr. But it's all pretty good. It was originally played not on the French horn, but the natural horn, which you have to even put your hand in the bell sometimes in order to change the note. So a very different piece from the modern French horn. The Trout Quintet by Schubert was derived from some of his Lieder, which is the German word for song, which were to be solos sung primarily in people's homes, as opposed to like an opera or something of that sort. And it was well received, although in general Schubert was more of a critic. He was known better for being a critic in his day than for being a musician, although I think he is a really superb composer. Another funny thing about Schubert is that during his lifetime, he was called the Little Mushroom, and that is because he was about 5 feet or just slightly taller, and apparently was a pretty homely guy, or at least they thought so at the time. The third piece is the Brahms Symphony in C minor. This was meant as a tribute to Beethoven. He tried to make it sound like one of Beethoven's symphonies. And he was extremely irritated because, although it was very popular, one of the critics accused him of having plagiarized Beethoven and did not seem to understand that he intended it to sound like a Beethoven piece. And so when he heard this, he said this was meant to honor the spirit of Beethoven. And he said, and any ass can tell that.